Hey, what's going on? Here with my friend Harry. And this video, we're going to show you some of what I sold on Facebook Marketplace. There's a lot of videos out there that show eBay sales, probably way more than whatever you'll see showing of sold videos on Facebook Marketplace. But I put together a list of 15 items I've recently sold on Facebook, and you know, this is just something that you can watch, and if you like, you can kind of just see some of the items I sell, get an idea maybe of what kind of things sell on Facebook. Facebook is a very powerful marketplace. It definitely has a lot of people that look at it. So here you go. Hopefully you'll enjoy this. Okay, I have these two lawn ornaments here that I found on the side of the road. Somebody had them out with their trash. So occasionally I keep an eye open for that sort of thing. And I found these, took them, threw them on Facebook Marketplace. They sold fairly quickly for 30 bucks. These are actually pretty cool. I thought about keeping them, but once again, I really don't need those things. So threw them on there. I had a couple people message me. First one that showed up ended up buying them. And yeah, just a quick sale. This was a great sale here. So I do reverse logistics and pick up things for these companies or whatever. I may have explained that in previous videos. Basically, I get dispatched to go pick up items for various companies. I generally don't get a lot of information on this one. I was just told, hey, hey, there's a set of wheels and tires that you need to pick up. We're going to pay you this to pick it up. Okay. So I went and picked it up, expecting possibly to have like wore out wheels and tires, that would like need recycled or whatnot. But when I showed up, there are these wheels. Apparently the people had bought them or leased them or rented them or whatever they did in the original company that sold the wheels and tires to the people, then dispatched me to go pick them up. So they became mine. I threw them on Facebook Marketplace. They happen to be expensive wheels. They're like a few $1,000s, they're on the higher end of wheels. So that's what would have cost new for these wheels and tires. But Rohana wheels, and I believe they were Nitto tires. So guy offered me $1,700 for them. I had them listed for $2,000. I took $1,700, was happy, and he was happy. And so I sold them and then moved on to the next one. Okay, this was a non-commercial pickup, or what you may call a junk pickup. The people were moving, and they were moving to a different place altogether, and this was on the third story of their apartment building, so they called to just have this removed. It's an 8-piece sectional. I picked it up, took it down the stairs, loaded it in my truck, got it home, put it in the garage, listed on Facebook Marketplace, had it for approximately a week before somebody ended up purchasing this. Made a deal with them. Ended up selling it for around $400. And that was $350 is what the price was for the sectional. And then I charged them $50 to deliver it to the place that they were moving into. So I got $400 total for that. Now the same people, when we were discussing the sectional sale, they mentioned they also needed a mattress. I had a king-size mattress, and so they also bought the king-size mattress, which I delivered to their place the following day after delivering that sectional. So the same person was able to sell two items to, which was great. This mattress was a pickup. I probably sold this mattress too cheap. It's name brand mattress. It's, I think, cost $4,000 or $5,000. I'm still trying to learn the used mattress market or the new return mattress market, and what things are worth, but nonetheless, I still made a chunk on this one. I sold it for $500, so that was good. Okay, this was another customer return. I was dispatched, got paid to pick up. A Ryobi electric lawnmower. It was been opened, but it was all new in the box. Didn't even look like it had been, used to mow or even one time or anything like that. So I was able just to sell it as new, open box. I sold it, ended up selling it for like $150. So somebody got a decent deal on that, being brand new. And yeah, so the guy picked it up. I think I met him. I think we picked a mutual place to meet somewhere. Or he may have came to my house and picked it up. I can't remember. But either way, it was just another quick, efficient sale. Okay, this is a Babyletto brand recliner, electric recliner glider chair. I have one of these actually right now as I make this video for sale. It's a gray one, but this green one I sold this last, I think it was at the end of last year. And I threw it on here just because I sell a few chairs like this. But $500. This one was new. With this one, the customer had received the chair, and I forget exactly what it was, but like the base was broken or something like that. And then they sent him a new chair, and he decided he didn't want the chair at all anymore. So I actually picked up 2 bases to the chair, and then I had the one new back because they had sent him a new base. I ended up parting out the base, like the motor and the different things on the base of the chair. But I had one brand new complete chair, so I sold it. It sold fairly quickly. I remember somebody came and bought it within just a couple of days. So yeah, that was a good sale for $500. Another chair. This was a used chair that I went and picked up. The guy just didn't want it anymore. Went and picked it up. It was in really pretty good shape. It's a Lazy Boy. I kind of cleaned it up just a little bit and didn't need much, and then threw it on Facebook and ended up selling for $150. And one more chair. This is a power chair, like a power lift chair. This would be like maybe for somebody who's has some problems with their mobility or whatever. So it was a new return, or it was a lease chair or short-term type thing. Maybe, I don't know what it was, but I went and picked it up at the people's home, and then acquired it that way. It sold for $350. So another chair that I sold. Okay, this was another at the end of somebody's driveway type pickup. This people were wanting to get rid of it or whatever, so it was out like by their trash. I kind of just like saw it, and I was like, I'll challenge myself. I wonder if I can just throw this in the bed of the truck and how quick I could sell it on Facebook. So I threw it in the bed of my truck. It was in really good shape. Took the pictures of it and sold it for like $25. It was just a quick, easy sale. Somebody bought it for their granddaughter or something like that, if I remember correctly. Okay, this was a removal. Just another junk pickup job that I did. I remember it was at the end of the guy's driveway. I think he had an old lawnmower as well that was no good that I picked up that day. So basically, they just paid me to pick this up. But this was a perfectly good working saw. My initial thought was, hey, I'll take this apart and sell it on eBay. And it was just like, man, why am I taking a perfectly good saw? I might as well just sell it on Facebook if I can. So that's what I ended up doing. I ended up selling it on Facebook and made a little money and moved on. Okay, so something else that I do is I'll occasionally go and buy like a pallet of merchandise. I like to do case pallets. So basically you'll get a whole case of new merchandise and you kind of buy the pallet. And you don't necessarily always know what you're buying, but you buy it and then you kind of go through it. And, ideally the idea is that you buy it cheap enough that, you're going to make money on all the merchandise as you sell it. So, and that's the case with this. These are like party bags. Like I have them on Facebook, and I also have these on eBay and various other ways I try to sell this stuff. I don't currently have a flea market booth anywhere, but that's something that's always in the realm of possibilities. I'll open one up here and there if I have the right kind of merchandise to fill one. But anyway, these sold on Facebook Marketplace. I have more of these. They're like just basically in cases in stock in my garage. So I love it when I sell something from a case pallet. So this was the case. This particular customer that I sold these to actually bought 2 cases. So that was good. I made a deal with her. I believe it was $40 a case because she bought 2. So I got $80 from her for the bags. Okay, same thing here. These are more cases of merchandise I have. In this case, it's these clocks. I still have more of these for sale. You just kind of sell them as you go. On eBay, when you sell them, you start to gain momentum, and it seems like you sell more because eBay shows your listings higher up in their search results. But these sold on Facebook. I think I made a deal with a guy who bought 3 cases, and I ended up selling the 3 cases, I think, $20 each. Okay, 3 dollies. These were out of a garage clean out that I did last fall. And, I kept a dolly or two. And then these extras were, it's like, I don't need all these dollies. So, so I sold them on Facebook. Got 150 bucks. A guy came, picked them up. So I didn't need them. Just cleared out some more room out of my garage. And I was happy. Okay, this is just another sectional couch. This was just like a 2-piece sectional, but I was able to sell it for a couple $100. I didn't even really clean this one up. I just kind of said on there, hey, it needs gonna need some cleaning, some vacuumed or whatever. But it was not in bad shape. If I remember, some college kids bought this, and they were moving into college, and they needed some furniture, so they came and bought it for a couple $100. Okay, these old school Christmas light strands. This is something I keep an eye out for, and I sell these throughout the year if I get them. But they're the older style Christmas lights. Everything now is LED, and some people like that old school look. Personally, I like the old school look for Christmas lights, but they do have value on the old ones, and even just the bulbs alone have value. But these were complete strands, and I had a whole lot of them here. So I acquired these. I think I bought these at a thrift store, actually. They had them at a thrift store somewhere, and I just said, hey, I'll take the whole bin. And it was like in the middle of summer or whatever, so it's like, yeah, I'll take the offer. I think I gave $10 for them or whatever, and sold for, I think, 100. So that was good, but so I don't know if this helps anybody kind of get an idea of what sells on Facebook, but these listings were all sold on Facebook. They're bigger items that I didn't want to sell on eBay. So that's the main reason, of course, why they sell on Facebook Marketplace to local people. But if you've sold anything ironic or unique on Facebook, write in the comments what it is. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, I'll ask you to do so if you can. It helps me out. It's free. So hopefully you got some few minutes of entertainment or learned something from this video. And I'll see everybody on the next one.